Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the LSU Tigers taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Red Raiders offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Shotgun snap on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the second level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Using his legs, it's Everett. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to throw, it's Royer. Quickly complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Motion from the offense. They're going to ride this running back. They wrestle him down after he picked up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for room. It's Everett. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Tigers are on the move. Now they're going to throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Castellanos. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The snap sets up the throw. Setting up the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
LSU 7, Texas Tech 3.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the air, it's Royer. He's got the tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Well, they picked up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Makes the grab over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking for a man, it's Royer. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nifty little dance step. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Gets it out quickly. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest play.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Get there.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Royer. He's right on target. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They keep attacking through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you've worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got his man downfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he was able to catch it and go get the 1st.
Wants to go up top. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field, and don't worry.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to fire deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Warrior. He's got his man. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed.
He's going up top. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
And back to the air on second down. He's got him this time. They are on the move.
To the wideout.
32, and they pick up another first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. The RPO, it's complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On the ground, it's Everett. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd.
And I think this coach felt they needed something, right? You just scored, you created some momentum, you're still losing. Kick the onside kick, got aggressive, gets rewarded. Nice job by the onside kick team.
To the air, it's Warrior. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 17 to Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to run it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Now they'll run the draw. Puts him in the spin cycle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here comes the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll give it to the back. Ran through the contact. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
To the air on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Texas Tech, 27, LSU, 21.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance offense to go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To throw, it's Royer. Looking to scramble. And with not much doing downfield, he found his... stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Well, and I love when they don't dance. Know this.
The expressway is wide open. The 20. Touchdown Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Texas Tech has it back. Offense on its way to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. On second down, just keeps firing. Finds the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
From the gun, give on the inside. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Castellanos. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Strong, firm tackle. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. This for a lead here in the 4th quarter. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now they take the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida Atlantic has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 28 to USF. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Going deep. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So still a 2-point game here, and you'd like to give your defense a little pat on the back by following their stop with a score, Jesse.
Yeah, and I feel like the offense here, they sense this opportunity, right, David? They know if they go score, they put themselves in a position to win.
And you put your defense in a great spot. I want to be up in the 4th quarter. If they can put a drive together here, up by a touchdown, I like my chances.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.